The northern lights, also known as the aurora borealis, are a natural phenomenon that occurs when electrically charged particles from the sun collide with particles in the Earth's atmosphere, creating a spectacular display of colorful lights in the sky. Viewing the northern lights is a bucket list experience for many travelers, and there are several prime locations in the USA and Canada where the lights can be seen. USA. Fairbanks, Alaska. Fairbanks is often cited as one of the best places in the world to see the northern lights, thanks to its location under the auroral oval, a region around the North Pole where the northern lights are most active. Visitors can take guided tours to prime viewing spots, such as Chena Hot Springs, where they can relax in a natural hot spring while watching the lights dance across the sky. Anchorage, Alaska. Anchorage is another prime location for viewing the northern lights, with its clear winter skies and low light pollution. Visitors can take guided tours to spots such as Eklutna Lake, where they can witness the northern lights reflecting on the lake's surface. Denali National Park, Alaska. Denali National Park is a remote and peaceful location where visitors can experience the northern lights in their full glory, without any light pollution. The park's vast wilderness offers a tranquil setting for viewing the lights and can be accessed by guided tours or by renting a car and driving to the park's designated viewing areas. Northern Minnesota. The northern region of Minnesota is another prime location for viewing the northern lights, with its clear skies and low light pollution. The town of Ely is a popular spot for viewing the lights, with its proximity to the Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness and several guided tour options. Canada. Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. Yellowknife is often cited as the best place in Canada to see the northern lights, thanks to its location under the auroral oval and its clear winter skies. Visitors can take guided tours to prime viewing spots such as Great Slave Lake, where they can witness the lights reflecting on the lake's surface. Whitehorse, Yukon. Whitehorse is another prime location for viewing the northern lights, with its remote and peaceful setting and low light pollution. Visitors can take guided tours to spots such as Miles Canyon, where they can witness the northern lights illuminating the canyon's walls. Jasper National Park, Alberta. Jasper National Park is a stunning location for viewing the northern lights, with its mountainous terrain and clear winter skies. Visitors can take guided tours to spots such as Moline Lake, where they can witness the lights reflecting on the lake's surface. Churchill, Manitoba. Churchill is a remote and peaceful location where visitors can experience the northern lights in their full glory, without any light pollution. The town is also known for its population of polar bears, making it a unique location for northern lights viewing. Visitors can take guided tours to prime viewing spots, such as the Churchill Northern Studies Center. When planning a northern lights viewing trip, it's important to keep in mind that the lights are a natural occurrence and cannot be guaranteed to appear every night. It is recommended to plan your trip during the winter months when the nights are longer and darker, increasing your chances of seeing the northern lights. In conclusion, viewing the northern lights is an awe-inspiring experience that draws travelers from all over the world to the USA and Canada. Whether you choose to visit Fairbanks, Yellowknife, or any of the other prime viewing locations, witnessing the northern lights in person is a bucket list experience that should not be missed. The northern lights, also known as the aurora borealis, are a spectacular natural phenomenon that occurs in the Earth's polar regions. This stunning display of colorful lights is caused by a complex interaction between the sun, the Earth's magnetic field, and the Earth's atmosphere. To understand what causes the northern lights, we first need to understand the basics of the Earth's magnetic field. The Earth has a magnetic field that surrounds it, much like a giant bubble. This magnetic field is created by the Earth's core, which is made up of molten iron and nickel that are in constant motion. The motion of these materials creates an electric current that generates the Earth's magnetic field. The Sun, on the other hand, is constantly emitting a stream of charged particles called the solar wind. These particles are made up of protons and electrons and are carried out into space by the Sun's magnetic field. When the solar wind reaches the Earth, it interacts with the Earth's magnetic field, creating a complex system of interactions that can lead to the formation of the northern lights. One of the key factors that contribute to the formation of the northern lights is the fact that the Earth's magnetic field is not static. Instead, it is constantly moving and changing, which allows the charged particles from the solar wind to enter the Earth's atmosphere at the polar regions. As the charged particles from the solar wind enter the Earth's atmosphere, they collide with the gas molecules in the atmosphere, such as oxygen and nitrogen. These collisions cause the gas molecules to become excited and release energy in the form of light, creating the colorful display that we see as the northern lights. The colors of the northern lights are determined by the type of gas molecule that is being excited. For example, when oxygen molecules are excited, they release a greenish-yellow light, while nitrogen molecules release a red or blue light. The shape and movement of the northern lights are also influenced by the Earth's magnetic field. As the charged particles from the solar wind enter the Earth's atmosphere, they follow the magnetic field lines, which are concentrated around the Earth's poles. This results in the characteristic curtain or ribbon shape of the northern lights, which can dance and swirl across the sky. It is worth noting that the northern lights are not always visible. They are most commonly seen in the polar regions, where the Earth's magnetic field is the strongest and the charged particles from the solar wind are more likely to enter the atmosphere. Additionally, the northern lights are more visible during periods of high solar activity, which occur in cycles that last approximately 11 years. Choose the right time and place. The northern lights are visible in the polar regions during the fall and winter months when the nights are longer and darker. The best places to see the northern lights are in northern latitudes, such as Alaska, Canada, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Iceland. It's important to choose a location that has clear skies, low light pollution, and a good view of the northern horizon. Check the weather forecast. The weather plays a crucial role in determining whether or not you'll be able to see the northern lights. Cloudy or rainy weather can obscure the view, so it's important to check the weather forecast before you head out. Look for clear skies and low levels of atmospheric moisture for the best chance of seeing the northern lights. Look for dark skies. Light pollution from cities and towns can make it difficult to see the northern lights. Look for dark skies away from artificial lights, such as rural areas, national parks, or wilderness areas. The darker the sky, the better the view of the northern lights.